All right. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Afternoon, whatever time it is,
Yes.
wherever you are. Welcome back to We Are Feral. How are you guys?
Hey. I am good. I'm good, but you know.
Yes, I am good. But you also know. Now, prior to this, I was not okay, but I am better now.
Yes, we were working through it.
Yes, we are working through these retrogrades over here.
We are, and we're getting better at it.
Yes. Yeah, last week was Mercury. That's correct.
No, it's Venus.
Or somebody.
Yeah.
But your recording wasn't working, so that's like technology.
Yeah, that's true. And that was just me. Because I just forgot to press record.
I was like, huh. Well, no, but then I went through all that nonsense with my bank.
Yeah, that's the shadow. The pre-shadow of Mercury was definitely showing up.
It was ridiculous. Like,
Yes.
y'all, just be aware that we're in retrograde season. Which ones are we in?
Now we're in Venus and Mercury.
Okay.
Till this is gonna go. Mercury will end in a couple weeks, but Venus will take its time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You guys, we were recording. They were so gracious to let us do it because apparently this is public property to
US
Health. So we couldn't do it inside or outside. So thanks to them, I will do this.
Yes.
Salud.
Cheers.
Thank you, Vera. Appreciate you. And it's delicious. This is a honey badger. What'd you get?
The Alaskan hot chocolate. AKA
Chocolate.
chocolate milk.
Frozen chocolate milk. Chocolate. We were just talking about this yesterday, how she needs to eat less sugar and you're like chocolate milk.
I said eat, not drink.
That's not sick. Anyway, the honey badger is like honey and cinnamon.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So we had an interesting week, you said?
Weekend, the whole thing.
Weekend. Yeah.
Yes. So it started like, well, you went out of town first. I wasn't gonna go out of town just because of I've got a daughter who plays club level volleyball, and if there's any listeners that have sports kids that travel nationally, you guys know. The money goes quick. The money goes quick. So I've got two national tournaments this month. So I told my bestie, the other bestie, like it was her birthday trip. I was like, listen, I want to do this, and just not in a good place.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So like I'm cheering for you. You guys have the most fun. So when she was like, hey, I'm gonna be available on Sunday, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, because so I was out of town. Yeah, for the Rise Up Florida Festival, and that was a lot of fun. It was a good time, and I made it a good time.
Yes.
I always try to make things a good time now, just because that's where I want to be. But it ended short. Just my friend wasn't feeling well, and she was going through some things, and so for me, it was like an internal battle a little bit because I'm learning and growing and evolving, but like an older version was so sad because I felt like I was missing out. And this was my first music festival, and it was just one of those like I was so excited to hang out with her and do all the things and be out in the sun and really start spring break, kick off spring break fun and out there. But it didn't work out that way, and that's okay. And so I'm learning to still find joy in that. Like, I know you were like, what happened? I was like, you're like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. You're like, I was like, no. So I listed all the things why I'm okay.
Which is fine.
And it was fine. It was just like, I saw the good in everything because, there's things I don't want to talk about because it's none of my business, but there's just things that I saw that I could relate to. And I wanted to be the person who I know I am, which is supporting and nurturing and a friend. And so that's where I stood with that, and I just wanted to comfort her in that time and make sure that she knows I'm there for her.
I think you did great.
Yeah.
I think you did great at it. I mean, I think it was funny though. It's like both of us had the same scenario occur.
We did. We did. It was weird.
So she comes home, we talk to each other, we start making plans for the weekend because I'm not going anywhere. I was supposed to go somewhere like I just said, but I received a call like late at night, like around 11 or so, from my other friend whose birthday was going to be out of town. And she's like, hey, I need you. She's like, hey, this just happened to me. I'm like, are you serious right now? So basically her plans blew up just because her significant other was like, I'm not going. I'm like, okay, that's that's a tough go, and that's tough. So like, I was like, okay, forget it. So the next morning, I thought about it for a second, and I texted her and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. Are you okay with me going? Like, just because that sucks.
Yes,
you know what I mean? It's like it's your birthday. You want to spend it with your boo, and then it's not that way. So, but because of the energy that she was feeling and all that stuff, it just was. It wasn't difficult. It was difficult to watch, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I just,
You feel bad.
it's not that I felt bad, I just felt like I wanted just to fix it.
Yeah, you want to give them a hug. Like you want to like them to feel better instantly. Like you just, but you can't. And I guess that poses the question of like how that affected us and how we navigate through it. Because I feel like I did a good job. If I'm grading myself on the
You
friend
did.
on the friend scale,
Yeah.
I've been checking in to make sure she's okay. But like it was tough to watch. Like it was like you said, like you knew like how you felt on the inside, but it wasn't the time or place to let her know that.
Right.
You were just trying to give her as much grace as possible, but understand like you've hit a chord in me that you. Unfortunately, it's like there's a ripple effect, right?
Yeah.
And even though it's not the same from my situation, it was like,
Yeah,
how
for
do
me.
we, yeah,
just
how do we
'cause-
navigate?
Yeah, just because I'm the type of person, like you said in the past, like when I do things, I put my whole soul into it. And so I've had, upcoming events that I've been kind of pushing towards and getting ready for, but I guess, I mean, and this is just me and how I feel and how I look at life. Like time, like I'm learning about my time, I'm learning about my energy.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that it's really expensive. And so outside of finances and financial stuff, like that could go away, that could come back, that flows in and out. It's just my time and energy is super expensive, and when I do stuff, I want to be there fully and be extremely present, and that takes a lot of energy. And for a week, I feel like I was kind of like blocking some stuff out so I can get there and have all that energy to
Have fun, manifest, and
so it's like
share.
yeah, so I was like not disappointed. I was just sad that I guess that inner child of mine was sad that I got to miss out. But at the same time, like I'm happy that I got to be there for her.
Yeah.
Because to me that's more important, right? And I can go back next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So your reality check was like, all right, even though this cost me a lot of time or whatever.
Yeah, and so in exchange, right? So because I used time, energy, and money with this, I have to kind of like step back.
Yeah. So
And make sure I'm good, because now I'm having household changes. My husband not decided, but he is not getting renewed on the last 2 contracts that he had, and he's going in a different direction with his job and his career and his goals in his life. And it's just interesting because now I'm like, okay, how do I want to react to this? How do I want to respond to this? Because I don't want to be who I used to be and be naggy and what the hell, because I know it's just a season. I know it's just for now. Things are going to change. Things are going to get better. But I feel that with those events specifically, I just need to take a step back.
So what she's talking about is that she had planned all these events, not all these, like two events that are coming up here in the next few months for all of us to get together, enjoy each other's company, but also like have it be a theme thing. So where the rubber met the road was like all this energy wasn't wasted, it was just put in, and then funds were put in, so all of a sudden, and then there's a life change at home, so it's like, okay, let's
recalibrate.
Recalibrate,
And that's what the
reorganize.
season's all about during retrogrades. Is you have to revisit, you have to review like what you've been putting out versus receiving. And to me, I don't feel like it's really been balanced, and not just in one specific area, just in general. So I always take, I internalize everything. So I take everything and I say, okay, well, this person met me here, but not here, so I have to kind of not be so much here, like be here for there. It's a mind thing for me, but
the way that you process it, right? So like, I guess for me, what I learned through listening to this yesterday was like, she figured out when to stop.
yeah.
Like I had a hard time figuring out when to stop before. Like since I've been grounded now, like keep telling me I've changed so much, but I know that I have. But before, like I didn't know when to stop. It didn't matter like if it hurt my feelings. It didn't matter if it cost me a lot of money. It didn't matter like what it was. I would just keep giving.
You would.
And I have like I have a lot of patience, but like, and I still do. Don't get me wrong. That didn't go away, but like I didn't know when to stop giving energy to the people that were hurting me, even if it was unintentional.
Right. Yeah.
Like, but they were hurting me regardless.
Right. Like, okay, so for us, for instance,
Yeah.
because we could use us as examples.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so there was this one time.
Yes.
Since you brought it up yesterday, we'll bring it up today.
Yes.
So there was this one time where she was like, this is a few years ago, and she's like, man, I just want somebody to plan a trip for me and surprise me and blah, blah, blah. I was like, bet, got you. I'm that girl. So I did. I planned like a yoga retreat or something, and it was sweet long ago. I can't remember, but it was a thing where you want to tell the rest of the story.
I was trying to get out of the house, and everything, and their mother was not allowing me to do so, and my then partner wouldn't, whatever you want to call it, just be there for me so I could leave the house and go enjoy myself. And as I was watching all the matchsticks fall down or the house of cards fall down, like it was like the 23rd hour. I call her, I'm like, hi, this isn't it. Because I can't get anybody in their right mind to help me do this. And if I would have just, like what I brought it up, and I don't know where you were going with this, but I'm gonna tell you how I feel now. Like, it's like, I don't think I said it yesterday because I had tea yesterday. So like there was a
yesterday major tea. I was like, whoa.
So if I would have like, just perceived that and how many times it had occurred to me inside that relationship, I would have stopped giving my energy to that person and we probably would have never gotten married.
I agree.
Because even though he wasn't doing it intentionally, it was just occurring. It progressively got worse.
Right, the waves were getting bigger with it.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't, there was no like flat line. Just
there was no correcting the behavior.
Yeah.
Whenever I needed something, it was bigger or important to me, there was something that got in the way, and there was no way for my partner to like move it out of the way for me. So, and I had to like pay attention to his energy versus my own. So yeah, she got really irritated with me.
I did. I was sad. You know,
Well,
they say like you don't really get mad, you get sad.
Yeah.
But you project in an angry way, and I did that.
Well, it was, and then like too, I felt awful because there was nothing I could do to fix it, like except for leave it and just walk out and let them figure out their lives. But at the end of the day, it's like all single moms know this, and you're just entering a new relationship, like it's still your baby, and if, like how like. I didn't feel comfortable, which is sad to say. I didn't feel like he would have taken care of her the way that she needed to be taken care of, especially because they had a tumultuous
They did.
relationship to begin with. I was like, I can't leave, like, and I wanted to, like, I just wanted to drop everything. I was already like packed. I was already like halfway packed. I could have just thrown shit in a suitcase or a bag. It didn't matter. She doesn't care what I look like, so like it would have been fine, but. I just felt bad, and there was no like. And then I learned a big lesson that day. I was like, I can't do that to her. Like I just can't. I just need to be honest about all the things at all times. But at that time, it wasn't even me.
It was and it was hard. It was hard because we were still trying to figure that out. Because things kept happening, but we didn't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
You know, and I did have big feelings, but it was just so hard. And like I couldn't come to you because I understood you, but I didn't want my hurt feelings getting in the way of what you were going through.
Yeah, because that wasn't in a good way either.
Yeah.
So she was trying to be mindful as a friend, like understanding, like, hey, I know she's not in a good way, even though, damn, this was expensive, and damn, you just hurt my feelings, and all this stuff. And I guess that's where the pivot, when we're talking about this life lesson, the pivot occurs in your life relationships.
Yeah.
Like one, it's always you. Like always bring it back to you. It's never really the other person's fault.
No, it's not. You know, things happen, and that's what I told you. Like yesterday, I was like, you know, after that whole blow up through the text messages with our other friend and a group chat, I was so embarrassed, and I was just going through it. I was just like, I don't want to be like that anymore. So it's just, you know.
What were we talking about? Energy.
And yeah. I don't know.
Like it belongs to you. Like you're the onus belongs to you. So like you were saying, you felt really embarrassed in the group chat.
Yeah. Oh, in the group chat when I blew up with Annie, basically.
I don't know if that was a blow up. You were just like.
I was frustrated, and I feel bad when I get frustrated because it's so hot and quick. And I think that's what it is. And I'm learning not to be so hot and quick with it.
Sorry, in black, I call it a flash in the pan. You can't stand the heat. Get out of the damn kitchen because it goes away in a minute.
It does.
It does go away in a minute. And I look at my daughter all the time. I was like, listen, I get hot for like 5 minutes and then it's gone. She's like, yeah, I know. I was like, you gotta give me the opportunity to get it out because I'm really freaking patient.
Yes, but I also have. But again, I'm also like, people are going through things.
Whatever.
And I have.
I'm like, I've known you since I'm 13. You're getting this shit.
We're different.
We're family.
We are family. I know. It's just in a group chat when we had new people in there. It was a little embarrassing.
I hear you. In those circumstances, I get it. But even then, they know you forever, but they don't know you. I get it. I understand what you're talking about.
They know my heart. They're just like, whoa.
I know.
That was fire.
I was like, call me fire one more time. Come in here and set everything on fire.
Yes. So anyway, you mentioned you had some tea.
I did have some tea.
This is some good tea.
It is some good tea. I just needed to end up better. I don't know whether or not, so I'm in a place where I made some questionable decisions, but they were fun. They were a lot of fun.
Not fun.
I mean, yeah, you guys should know. So we did this whole picture thing, we made a collage, how she sees me and how I see her. You guys go to Feral, you'll see it. It's super cute.
Yeah.
And as the character, she put in Samantha Jones from Sex and the City. I graduated from Carrie.
Yeah, she did. Because I actually thought of Carrie and was like, nah. I'm like, that's not who she is. Nah, I think she's grown from that.
So yeah, I had a Samantha Jones moment.
Yes.
And I haven't had one in a minute. I've been good. I've been hanging out on my own, whatever. But this particular moment, way back. So it's fine.
It's the retrograde season.
Yes, they're all coming back. It's ridiculous. But that's fine. I like the energy. I know that eventually, I tell you, he's around here somewhere. I know that it's like concentric circles around me. He keeps manifesting that because I just believe it. So he came back into my life and it was fun for a month or so. But I haven't done anything until whatever. But the questionable decisions is I'm watching you, I'm listening to you, and this is where the growth comes in. I'm like, I can actually behave this way with someone that I deeply care about. I still care about him, right? But I just understand I need to look at you for a long period of time before I make any decisions on how you're going to be. And the only way through is going to be through actually my daughter, because she's old enough where she understands what relationships look like. She can deduce whether or not you're going to be an asshat.
And she already has experiences with him that he needs to kind of
clean up. Yeah, clean up. And so far, we are not on that road. We got an apology already. I'm like, listen here. I don't know if I have the patience to go through the whole raising this person.
You just said 2 seconds ago you're very patient.
I am, but I just don't know. I don't even know if it behooves me to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's gonna take.
It's a lot.
It's gonna take a big old stick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the carrot. I know that. It's gonna take a damn big stick. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to talk about that. Cause that's the question. It's so I love these things. It's it's the illusion of progress, and that's what I think he's delusional.
Yeah, because he brought me in that delusion yesterday.
Yes.
Because I was like, wow, okay.
And I was like, I just had a lot of fun.
I can see both sides of it, and I am really hoping it goes better than what it's been, because you deserve it, Lonnie deserves it, and he deserves it.
He does. He really does. Just wish he would allow himself to do it.
Yeah, for him to open up and just
I know. So 10 years ago, over 10 years ago now, because we were separated in 2016. So we got together in 2009. So anyway,
was it 2009? It was.
She wasn't. No, it was 2008, 2009. She was still different. But anyway, so we've been going through it back and forth, and I know that I had to usher. It was a lot of keep showing him and then the flirt and this and that and the other. I was like, I don't know that I have the wherewithal to do this via text message, because I would have to be the leader again. And he shows up as the leader later once he's comfortable, but it's like, I don't know when later is this time.
He needs to do it now. Can you tell him that?
I don't know. I was being coy. I let ChatGPT do the work for me. I let ChatGPT like help me out with my words or whatever. I was like, I'm not giving a lot of energy, but I told her this at lunch. I was like, I refuse. Like because the only way through is going to be through the kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the breakup was so bad. Like
Right.
she didn't talk to me for months.
Right. And you, as an adult, you're understanding. So for her to heal and go through that with him,
Mm-hmm.
it'll show that the work he's going to be putting in, you know, it'll be worth it. And I hope he does.
I hope he does
For
too.
her, anyway.
But after so of course I use ChatGPT to help us with show notes. But after reading that, I was like, I'm not delusional. I understand where he's at. I just don't know whether or not I want to do the work. And if I'm supposed to do the work, I need signs, God, Holy Spirit, somebody, universe.
Yeah,
Someone
he
sends
needs to
me.
be consistent with it.
I need some signs if I'm supposed to be doing the work with this one, if he's the one. So, I don't know. So, it's bad and I'm stressed. It's prior to here, I had to call her and I was crying, but here we are. We're still doing it.
We're pushing through, guys.
So, I mean, you said it though, like, what does the retrograde hold for like people coming back with their ex, like not coming back with their exes, but the exes showing back up and all that stuff?
It's just a thing. It's like a bunch of nostalgia coming up. Venus is all about, you know, looking at your finances as well and who you are and who you are internally versus how you project externally. Mercury is all about technology and,
Okay.
you know, bank stuff,
How do-
communication.
How can people help themselves? Because like when she first sent me this thing, and then all over my TikTok now it's this. I'm trying to not be delusional, and then I'm using my tools.
I think you're doing a great job. I think for you, keeping that boundary and really continue to put one first, especially in this, because he has. I keep saying I don't want him to prove himself, but he has a lot to show.
Mhm.
And he needs to show who he is as a man, as a father, as a human now. To her, especially because again, she's been through so much with men in general. She'll know. And once she knows, you'll know, because it'll trickle down. But I don't know. I just think this is the time to revise what we've been learning the last few months, because retrogrades happen especially Mercury, every 3 or 4 months, and so it's like a sit down, reflect what you went through the last few months to see how you want to change and what you want for the next cycle. So for me specifically, I was actually talking to my husband about this because we're doing so well, and I'm learning about intimacy, and not just in a physical way, but because about 10 years ago, you know, like we're kind of rewriting this trauma that I had, especially where he was so giving with his energy, and I called that intimacy. Because I didn't feel like I was getting that specifically from him. It was more of a physical level. And so last night we were talking, and I was like, well, you know, like, where are we going with this? Like, I know you need to get out there, and I want to get out there. So what are the boundaries? Like, where are foundations? And so for us, it's, you know, obviously physical intimacy is a no-go on both parts, but we're learning like to be emotionally intimate and spiritually intimate and mentally intimate with other people, and learning and growing in those ways and bringing it home and sharing it with one another. And it's been working. It's weird, but it's fun. And you know, it's so crazy because last night, I don't know if he like had a breakup call or just like a little spark, but he's like, you know, he's like, you love me. And I was like, well, duh. He's like, I didn't realize just how much, because you're still here, you're still showing that love, that you're still doing the things. And I'm like, well, yeah.
There's a snapshot of that
I don't know, actually, I'll use that.
I was like,
I know, but I guess in a form where he can learn how to receive, because he's never learned how to receive.
oh, I know they're aliens.
And
Sorry,
so-
I feel like Aquariuses are aliens. They don't know. I was like, what do you want me to, how do you want me to show you? I'm gonna give you a limb.
Yeah, and he realized, he's like, no, I know what you're saying about the whole detached and attached thing. I get either detached or so attached. And I'm like, exactly.
Yes, both of us have said this. I love you, Jedi. I love you.
Yeah, but, and it's, I don't know, so us, we were never able to communicate that with one another. We're finally just at this stage of life and in a relationship that it's just all raw and open and emotional at times, and being okay with that and giving each other space when we need it, and it's been working.
I'm glad. It's about damn time.
Yeah, what about you? What's going on from here?
Nothing.
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 You still have a few weeks of the retrogrades. How are you going to handle it?
No.
If people keep popping back in your life, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she did ask me about this one person, and everybody liked him. Except he freaked out because he's not done. He's not done with his life. But then that would be me showing up in his life. That would be me being the retrograde. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still chilling.
Yeah.
I don't find anybody interested. Like, I don't know. Like, it wasn't. I don't know. I feel like, what is it? What is that fable called? Something in the Three Bears? What's her name?
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I haven't found the right porridge.
Porridge, the right.
The house, the
The
right
right
bed. I haven't
Wink,
found
wink, porridge.
I have not found the right one. Like, all of them are like pretty good. I was like, we're just like, make the one. And I'm
Make
not
it
saying,
fit just right.
I'm not saying they have to be perfect by any means, but golly. I don't know.
Yeah,
If I'm not perfect,
they have
I
to be
know.
open, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can't do like freakouts. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for it. Because, like, life is just a major freakout moment. Because this is our first time doing it.
Right, and it's
So-
what you do with that freak out.
Yeah, it's what you do with the tools that you have, and it's all gonna be okay. You just gotta ease into it.
Yeah.
So when you show me flags like that, I don't have
You don't have the patience.
I don't have the
She
patience.
chooses where her patience goes.
Yeah, because I've been through too much, and I know that people are really good. They try to be really good. That is legit where people start off at, right? And then everything else kind of just shows you the delineation of like their choices. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's what hurts my feelings so much when people misunderstand me. Is like they
Right.
forget that I'm actually like trying to be really good.
Yeah. No.
And
Yeah, I get that.
And if you imagine that everybody around you is starting at that level, and then as you start to chip away their quote unquote flaws, as long as they go back to always trying to make the quote unquote right decision,
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're
Then
gonna
they're
have
good
mistakes.
overall.
You're gonna have issues. You're gonna have
Yeah.
whatever, and you bounce back.
yeah, you're good overall. Like, it's like, what is it? It's like, but then you, as a person, you're learning how to refocus your time and energy around that individual until they're able to show you something different.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, so when I did that and I called that person out, and then he didn't reorient himself to do something different, I was like, all right, well, then you're a waste of time.
Yep.
So, and I live in a delusional state, so that's why I'm fighting with myself with the
Yeah.
other situations.
I get that.
I'm like, I don't live there, so I don't know what to do with this, because I don't live in that space.
You just keep moving forward.
Exactly.
You just don't think about it. It's
Exactly.
gone. Like and that's the thing where I'm learning, and and honestly, I've used us a lot, and like in this last 24 hours of growing, and
Really?
yeah, like I feel like just individually and together, we went through some hardships in our growth because we didn't know who we were, we didn't know what we were doing, we didn't know how to communicate, we just kind of just went with it. Going with it is fine, like you told me, going with the flow is fine, you should flow. And so I feel that like for a while, like I was growing, like especially when you were still in that previous relationship, you were trying to end that so hard and trying to keep it together. You weren't seeing it. And so then that's why I think the space was happening, because I was like, all right, well, I have to grow, and she'll figure it out. And so then when that happened, when you were going through that stuff, like you started growing immensely, and I was like, okay, we are evolving together. I was like, I see it, we got it. We're doing it, and so that's why I'm like, okay. Like it's not even the talking anymore. It's like the seeing it. And I'm like, okay, well, we can get there because we got here from there, and then we can continue to go. Like I know we can. I'm just excited. it.
Yeah, it is exciting, and we're bringing people with us. That's the coolest part. It's like
Yeah.
it's like people want to join the journey. People are listening more. They're interested, which is awesome. Thank you very much for all your interest. We are growing on social media. Like we're finding our groove.
We're finding our people.
Yeah, we are finding our people.
And I love it.
Yes.
And for me, this is the life I've wanted. This is the life I saw for myself. I saw myself with different types of people, just getting out there, putting myself out there, growing, whatever that means, and just being healthy in all sorts of aspects, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and doing that with my friends and my people and my loves, and I don't know, I'm just happy.
Yeah, we're doing it. Like it's funny because like, guys, like, we're getting more organized. So like even our host said, we're standing in our own power, right? And we're encouraging others to come stand with us. Like do what you have to do, but you understand your limits, and then like make sure that you understand who you are first when you approach something. Like earlier today when I was going through something, I was like, listen. And I said it out loud to her. She's like, well, maybe you should wait. I was like, you're right, because there's no way that I can say what I need to say and it come out properly.
Right, because you're still reactive to your feelings, really.
And I was trying.
Yeah.
Because I knew, I was like, listen, this person is there here. I don't want him to take it this way, but I can't judge how he's going to perceive what I write, even if my intentions
Right, exactly.
are pure of heart. So, with that said, I was like, what are you, like, I was giving too much energy to that, and she's like, just wait for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right.
Same,
just wait.
Same.
So
yeah, and it's waiting, it's giving energy to those who want to receive. And I'm noticing how that works, and I'm realizing how how to do it and when to do it with people, and also giving them space because I feel like they need to go through whatever they need to go through, not have me there. But just pausing, especially during retrograde seasons, pausing and reflecting and reviewing and just sitting down and looking back at my journal and my pictures and working through my own feelings during those times. And is it yes? Do I like that? Do I don't like that? Do I want to take that with me in the next cycle? Do I not want to take that with me? And it's cool. Like I don't know. And I like being able to talk to people about this now because I feel like we're finding a community that is about energy and exchanging and being there for one another.
We're attracting people that know that it takes a village to grow, right? And you want your village to be as happy as possible. You want them to all be winning. You want everybody to have like you want a Maybach in your driveway, then let's help you get there. Like, you know what I mean? Because the energy exchange is real. Like, you help one, what is it? We used to say,
Tenfold.
Comes
back tenfold.
I was like, yes, bring one with you. I do say that. Like, it was a big proponent of my business when I was in her business. Like, and it grew so fast. Like, because that was our thing. It's like, always take one with you. Always like give as much as you can, especially to the business owner or whatever have you. And it just it ballooned to what it is. Yeah. And now we're bringing it here. So we're excited. So I guess, what is our call to action for people? Because we're trying to like get you guys more engaged. So I guess I want to know, like, before the next episode, what is some stuff that you're giving your energy to? Like, we want to like support too. We want to support you. Yeah. Self-actualization. Like what are you up to? Yeah, I just want to know like how you're growing and learning and that kind of stuff, because it hit me like a ton of bricks. The whole like how I wasn't even high. Like you were super high, but I was like this. I just had fun, but I was like detached because I know I need to watch. So I'm saving my energy, and now I'm trying to figure out like do I pour energy into this or not? But I need a sign. Holy Spirit, give me a sign. Universe, give me a sign. And I'm gonna leave it at that. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on seeing the signs this week.
That's funny that you say that because all the synchronicities are supposed to be coming out this week.
There you go.
So look for them signs.
Yay! Be helpful. And I know that the world loves me. So let's go. It'll guide me.
Yes.
I'm not crazy.
No, you're not crazy. The world does love you. Your reality loves you.
Yes.
And my reality loves me.
Yes. Well, I guess we're done.
So until next time.
That was it. Until next time, love you guys and thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thank you for showing us some love on all social media. Please continue to like, comment, share us. We are growing incrementally, so we appreciate it. And then like let us know what we should do. We're not doing those events anymore, but I told her, I was like, we can meet out and have like a spill the tea event just out.
Yeah, we can have a girls' day.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
a spa day or spa, whatever. That doesn't matter. Like we can be out and about doing it. And people that will show up, can't show up, will show
Yeah,
up.
we should do it.
And then, you know, that way the onus is not on you to like make it perfect.
I like that. I like that a lot. We should hit up Chaz.
Yeah, so the next event is probably, we're gonna call it, I wanna do a school tea, I think it's hysterical. Whatever tea y'all
You know what we
have.
should do?
What's up?
We should do, I saw on TikTok, we should do spill the tea, but dress up as we're going to have tea.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Like dresses and hats.
Is there a tea house here?
Look into it.
Anyway, we're digressing. See you guys. Thank you for listening to our banter. Love you.